Let's talk about the Green Bay Packers. They are sitting there now with the number 12 and 30 picks, and they actually did stuff in March, Mike.
It was an incredible day as someone who was born in Milwaukee and is a Packers fan. It was something I've never seen in my lifetime. I'll just say it was incredible to watch.
Movement
all
in
day
March
Tuesday
in Green Bay.
4 guys, big contracts, all of them plugging needs. They finally plugged needs in free agency. Adrian Amos at safety, Preston Smith, Zadarius Smith at the edge, Billy Turner at guard. Love some of those more than others, but they got themselves in a position where at pick number 12, at pick number 30, it's BPA. The best player they see on their board, they can go out and get because their roster, they finally put themselves in a position where it's not glaring weakness that's going to hamper our season.
And they're a team, we love essentially the way they've drafted in recent years, which is the high volume picks at corner, finding what they can as far as coverage goes. And then, they're essentially replacing Nick Perry and Clay Matthews as edge rushers with Preston and Zadarius Smith. Even though they wanted to move on from Nick Perry and Clay Matthews, who have not been great over the last couple of years, is this a massive upgrade, though, with Preston and Zadarius? That's my question. Yes,
because they were that bad. I'm not saying this doesn't give them one of the best pass rushes in the NFL. I love Kenny Clark and Mike Daniels on the interior. It gives them a solid pass rush, though. It doesn't put them in the upper echelon by any means, but it puts them in a very solid territory where they were dreadful last year. It was hampering their defense how bad they were pressuring the passer a season ago. So I think this at least puts them in the good range, which with what they have in terms of young talent in that secondary could be more than enough.
So they've got those 2 guys, Adrian Amos. A lot of debate about Adrian Amos. We have, first off, Bears fans seem to hate us in general. And the best part about when fans hate us, Eagles fans did this a couple years ago. It's not about when you say players on their team aren't good. Sometimes you tell them that good players, or you tell them that players are good, and they're like, no, he's bad. So we've been saying Adrian Amos is a pretty good player the last couple of years. Yeah. Bears fans can't stand that for some reason. Eagles fans were so mad when we said they had a good offensive line in 2017, the best offensive line, right? Which it was, and they won the Super Bowl.
We were saying the Bears were one of the best defenses in the NFL back in 2017 at the beginning of 2017, before everyone was even all over him.
Even you were questioning that. You're like, I don't know. But Adrian Amos was a big part of that.
Yeah, because Adrian Amos was that good.
He's not as flashy of a playmaker as an Eddie Jackson, but he's one of those Devin McCourty type of safeties that just doesn't make a ton of mistakes and plays safety. Show me
his negative plays. Show me the bad plays. A lot of times, a lot of people fall in love with the safety because, you can see the highlight plays. You don't notice the negatives, the bad plays as much. You don't see him being in the right position over the top of a route as much as you notice a guy jumping a slant route and taking it to the house.
Yeah, exactly. So Eddie Jackson made all the flash plays last year. He graded as such. We had him, as our top coverage player. But for multiple years now, Adrian Amos has been a pretty safe player on the back end, which is extremely valuable in today's NFL.
Well, and I mean, you watched the Packers at all last year. That's unbelievably valuable. They just busted coverages left and right with those safeties. They were abysmal in terms of just assignments. So just having a guy who can execute that is a huge improvement for them.
So when we add this all up, we're looking at the Packers potentially adding Adrian Amos, Preston Smith, Zadarius Smith to their defense. Billy Turner on offense, not great, but they're added some guys plus the 2 first-round draft picks. This could be a pretty impactful offseason.
It very much could be. Billy Turner, I will say, career year last year was the best year of his career.
Yeah, he wasn't bad.
Did turn it around to some degree and has positional flexibility. Played a bunch of different positions for the Broncos, played right tackle and guard. And there's no question, he's an upgrade from Byron Bell. So if you're upgrading, they paid a little bit of a premium to upgrade, but there's a chance he's...
Talk your way through it, Mike.
I know.
It's cool. It's good.